San Diego, a city of sunshine, surfboards, and superheroes. And in the heart of it all, Hall H. Comic-Con's cathedral of fandom, where legends are born, universes collide, and capes never go out of style. And on Saturday, July 26th, one man stepped onto that stage like he owned it. Helmet and all. John Cena. No, not just the WWE megastar. Not just the blockbuster machine. But Peacemaker, in the flesh, in the steel, in the swagger. Because when Comic-Con calls, Cena doesn't just show up. He suits up. And not in a tux. Not in streetwear. But in the chrome dome, the red and tan uniform, the boots of a man who believes peace is worth fighting for, even if he has to kill for it. This is where we're supposed to do this, he told the roaring crowd. And he meant it. Because this wasn't just another promo stop. This was Comic-Con, where the mask meets the meaning, where the fans are the fuel, and where Cena's love for the role becomes undeniable. I had to borrow this again, he joked, gesturing to his now famous Peacemaker costume. This one is not mine. This is a rental. But to the fans, it is his. He's worn it across cities, across red carpets, across interviews and surprise cameos. And he wears it with pride. With humor. With that signature Cena smirk that says, yeah, I know this is ridiculous. But it's also awesome. Because that's Peacemaker. That's the point. And as the Season 2 panel for the hit HBO Max series unfolded, Cena did more than just pose for photos. He brought the energy. There's not enough hot sauce in this city to contain us, he told the crowd, eyeing every cosplayer in matching helmets. And the fans. They erupted. Because this wasn't just another actor plugging a show. This was John Cena, the fan, standing shoulder to shoulder with the people who made Peacemaker a phenomenon. This was a celebration. But it was also a turning point. Because Season 2 of Peacemaker doesn't just continue the story, it pushes the boundaries of James Gunn's bold new DC universe. A universe that's evolving, expanding, getting weirder, getting wilder. And Cena, he's not just along for the ride. He's at the wheel. When the new trailer dropped, the reaction was electric. A portal, a parallel Earth, a version of reality where Chris Smith, the man behind the helmet, is not an outsider. Not a punchline, not a broken man searching for purpose. But a hero, a real one, loved, respected, believed in. And for Peacemaker, that's seductive. He's going through a rough patch in life, Cena admitted from the stage. And he thinks the grass might be greener on the other side. And who can't relate to that? Who hasn't stared at the mirror and wondered if there's a version of themselves in another world that's doing it better? Living it easier, loving it harder. That's the emotional anchor beneath the bullets and explosions. Because Peacemaker isn't just satire. It's not just chaos. It's a story of redemption. Of identity. Of trying, and failing, and trying again. And Cena gets that. He wears the helmet, sure. But he also wears the pain, the comedy, the contradictions of a man who would do anything to be enough, even if he doesn't know what that means. And in James Gunn, he has the perfect partner. The man who turned a foul-mouthed antihero into one of DC's most compelling characters. The man who just delivered Superman, the film that reignited belief in what a superhero can stand for. And on this stage, the crowd knew it. When Gunn appeared, the room stood. A standing ovation. Not forced. Not polite. Earned. Because this new DC isn't about icons who never fail. It's about heroes who bleed. And in Season 2, Peacemaker is bleeding. Emotionally. Spiritually. Across timelines and dimensions. Because this isn't a repeat. It's an escalation. And Cena, he's all in. This city doesn't have enough hot sauce, he laughed. And maybe it doesn't. Because Peacemaker is back. Louder. Stranger. More broken. More determined. And if the trailer's any clue, this season is diving deep into what makes a man a hero, and what happens when he sees a version of himself who already is. That's the question Peacemaker faces. Do you chase the dream version of yourself? Or do you make peace with the real one? John Cena, as always, is asking that question with a laugh, a lunge, and a whole lot of firepower. And fans, they're ready. For the helmet. For the humor. For the heartbreak. Because Peacemaker, Season 2 isn't just another superhero show. It's a mirror. And sometimes, it takes a ridiculous man in a shiny helmet to show us the truth about ourselves. So mark your calendars. August 21st, HBO Max. The piece is over. The war within begins.